Hello, welcome back to another marketing presentation. Name changes for the biggest companies in the world, done by me, Michael Donovan. I am today going to suggest name changes. Okay, all right, next, first one Eli Lilly and Company. Who are they? I don't know. I didn't know who they were till yesterday. But they were also in the news yesterday because they were the first drug maker to ever reach a $1 trillion net worth. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. They seem to be doing pretty well, almost like they don't need my help. But let me tell you one thing, they do need my help. So what's the name change? What can they do better? Eli Lilly and Company? Nope. Now you're Eli Lilly and Warriors. Boom! Look at that. Look at that fire. That's sick. That's so sick. All right. Pros, super badass. We're going to punch diseases in the face and kill them with our cool warrior skills. Boost morale. The scientists go from merely company to warriors, making them show up even more amped every day because how cool is that? It's super cool. I'm super excited for this. I project the company's net worth to triple through this change alone. Now, that's a conservative estimate. We've run the numbers. It could do as much as 20 times. So we get up to a $20 trillion company that would beat any company that's ever existed by like 4x. So that'd be pretty good, and just by this one name change alone, because I expect boosted productivity from the workers, and also everyone's gonna be like, who are we gonna buy our drugs from? Eli Lilly and Warriors? Fuck yeah, that's who we're gonna buy our insulin from. Yeah, all right, bye. All right, cons. They don't exist. There's no cons for this. All right, Amazon. You've heard of Amazon. I don't need to give you a rundown for them. $2.5 trillion net worth. So they're like two and a half times. That's how those numbers work. Two and a half times better than Eli Lilly. Better is subjective in this instance, but in terms of money, it's not. Owned by a scary person. That's the only other bullet point I want to read out. Name change. Everest. Hell yeah. Why is that? Mountains are cooler than rainforests. No more sadness involved with rainforests being destroyed. When you think Amazon, you think rainforest, and then you think about how they're going away. That's sad. You know what doesn't go away? Mountains. And you know why? Because they're fucking sick. Have you ever tried to punch a mountain? Doesn't work. You ever try to punch something that lives in the rainforest? That thing's probably gonna die. New spokesperson, Victor Wembanyama. Pretty simple. Dude's tall. It just correlates. You know what I mean? Net aura game of about a little over 1.5 million aura points. It's pretty cool. And this is what I'm most excited about. So the new slogan will be Everest, the company named after the world's tallest mountain. Dot dot dot. Impressed. Because a lot of people will hear the name Everest and they'll be like, "Oh, Everest, whatever. It's just a name." But the slogan really draws it back in. It makes a person go, "Everest, the company named after the world's tallest mountain. Oh yeah, the world's tallest mountain is Everest." And then they go dot 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 impressed, and they have to ask themselves that question. It's a call to action in a sense of like, make yourself ask, are you impressed? And the answer, we've run the numbers, 100% of the time it's yes. Cons, they don't exist. Last company, General Electric. I didn't know this, but it was formed by one of the companies was owned by Thomas Edison, a historic nerd. That's pretty cool. I guess. I mean, do some breaking character for a second. Do some research on Thomas Edison. That guy was nuts. He would fucking hire goons to go beat the shit out of people to like protect patents and stuff like that. Whatever. $300 billion net worth. They're doing pretty good. They do a lot of cool shit. Kinda, I guess. Whatever. Who cares? Name change. Specific electricity made just for you. Yes, you. We know who you are and we made everything just for you. Pay us and buy our products. Come on, we did this all for you. It's the least you could do. Awesome. Hell yeah. So it goes from 2 words to 25. That's pretty good. That's an increase. That's a 12.5% increase. Pros makes the customer feel like we did it all for them, boosting our sales. Because whether it's going to be, the fact that we're like, oh my God, they did this for me, like, let's go. Or they're like, oh my God, they did this for me, I kind of have to buy something. Either way, money's going into our pockets. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to put money into General Electric's pockets. Creates a personal touch that the old name was missing. General Electric, specific, and I forget the rest, but specifics in there. And specifics better than general. Because people don't want to know that they're getting taken care of generally. They want to know that they're being taken care of specifically. Okay. It's a much longer name than the old one, which everyone knows means it's a better name. So I used a little visual representation, like the classic the from SpongeBob. Just picture that, like, ooh, so artistic, so creative, so like taking its time with. No, we're going great expectations. A book written, if I'm not getting this wrong, written because so long because the author got paid by every word. That's kind of the style I'm going with. Who remembers outside of like people with the tism that the in SpongeBob? No one except for me. Self report there. Great Expectations. Who remembers that? A lot of people, because we were made to read it because it's an American classic, and it's an American classic that's super fucking long. So following that train of thought, this is the only name change that works for it. Cons, they don't exist. Bye.